You ever get that feeling that there's a secret language hiding in plain sight? You know, right there in the English we use every single day? Well, turns out there is. Today, we're going to uncover one of these hidden codes, one you might be using without even knowing it. So let's dive in and crack this thing together.
Okay, I want you to think about these next few phrases. I bet you've heard them, maybe you've even used them at work or with friends. But what's the one thing, the one little thread that ties them all together?
Here we go. You're up to bat. That was strike one. He threw me a curveball. And my personal favorite, you really hit a home run. At first glance, they're all over the place, right? One's about your turn, another's a pretty serious warning, one's a problem, and the last one, well, that's a huge win. So what's the deal?
And there it is. That's the connection. Every single one of these powerful, everyday phrases was born on a baseball field. They've jumped from the ballpark right into our daily conversations.
You know, understanding where these phrases come from is the secret to using them naturally. It helps you see English less like a bunch of boring rules and more like what it is, a living language, totally shaped by culture.
All right, let's kick things off with our first one, which is all about what you say when it's time for someone to step up. You're up to bat.
So on the baseball diamond, this is, well, it's literal. A player grabs their bat, walks up to home plate, and gets ready to swing. It's their turn. And in everyday life, it means the exact same thing, just, without the bat. It's your turn to act, to speak, to take the lead.
So, imagine you're in a big meeting and your boss points to you and says, that. It doesn't just mean it's your turn to talk. It means this is your moment. The pressure's on, all eyes are on you, and it's time to perform.
Okay, so we've had the call to action. Now let's switch gears to a phrase that's basically a warning shot. That was strike one. And believe me, this is not a casual comment. It's super direct.
Now, to really feel the punch this phrase packs, you gotta understand the rule it comes from. In baseball, a batter only gets 3 chances, 3 strikes. After that third one, you're out. Game over for you. So when someone says this in a conversation, they're bringing all of that seriousness with them. They're putting you on notice.
So yeah, make no mistake, this isn't a friendly suggestion. It's a clear line in the sand. It says, what you just did was not okay, and if it happens again, there will be consequences.
But what about when things just don't go the way you planned? Well, that's when you're facing an unexpected problem, or what you might call a curveball.
In baseball, a curveball is designed to trick you. It's a pitch that looks like it's coming straight, but at the very last second, it drops or swerves, making it incredibly tough to hit. And that's exactly what it means in life, right? A curveball is any weird problem that comes out of nowhere, catches it completely off guard, and forces you to think fast.
Think about this scenario. You're in a job interview, you're crushing it, feeling super confident, and then, bam! The manager asks a totally bizarre question you never could have seen coming. That's a classic curveball. It's a test to see how you handle the heat.
All right, let's totally change the mood and talk about something way more positive. A huge success. Our last phrase is probably one of the best compliments you can give someone for a job well done. You really hit a home run.
I mean, in baseball, a home run is IT. It's the best possible thing a batter can do. It's a guaranteed score, and it can literally change the entire game. So when we use this phrase, we are not talking about some small win. We're talking about a massive, undeniable success, a total victory.
So, if your boss ever says this to you, it means you didn't just do a good job. You did an absolutely outstanding job. You blew past all the expectations and delivered something amazing. It is top-tier praise.
So there you have it, 4 amazing phrases straight out of the ballpark. Before we head home, let's check the final score and do a quick recap just to make sure all this stuff sticks. Let's run them down one more time. Up to bat? It's your turn. Strike one? That's your first warning. A curveball? An unexpected problem. And to hit a home run? That's a huge success. See? Simple, powerful, and now you know exactly where they came from.
When you step back, what this really shows us is how one little part of our culture, in this case a sport, can make our whole language richer. It gives all of us this amazing shorthand to talk about some of the most common things in life, our challenges, our mistakes, and our biggest successes.
And that really makes you wonder, doesn't it? If all of this is hiding just inside the world of baseball, what other secret languages are out there, waiting for us to find in our everyday chats? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks so much for tuning in.